Not easy to say goodbye to a friend. Um, and when I recorded the show a couple weeks ago, with poems from Laura Boss, I mentioned at the time that she wasn't doing well and wished her the best and hoped that she would be well soon. Unfortunately, Laura passed away last week. And so I wanted to put it together, just a quick video with two of her poems as a way to say goodbye, and that she'll be missed. And so this first poem is one that I've shared with my students quite a few times over the years, and feels like it has different meaning now, but this comes from her book, Urns, and this is called Matching Urns. I think 3 weeks ago before surgery, I thought as I cleaned my apartment in case I didn't make it so my mother wouldn't have a stroke when she saw my place. How one of the first things my first husband's second wife did after their marriage was to get two places in a mausoleum so they would be together forever, though in the traditional Jewish religion, I am still married to him since we never had a Jewish divorce, just the usual civil one. And I think how I don't have a place to be buried. No plot way out in Long Island by my grandparents. No plot nearer in Queens where my father and his parents and his sisters are buried, with only room left for my mother. What a pain for my kids at the time of grieving to have to find some plot of dirt to dig me into. How civilized if I am cremated and save them the time and effort as well as cemetery trip. Lights on all the way out to Long Island, but the air conditioner is probably off since the cars are overheating from the 10-mile-an-hour funeral procession. No, perhaps a plot closer to their apartments, but then so costly for them. Yes, better and cheaper to be burned up and my ashes given to them in a tasteful urn in brown clay, or perhaps pink enamel with little rosebuds, with daisies, if they want to spring for it, to be placed on a mantle. But whose mantle? Will my two sons fight over who will get my ashes? Will the fight be over who has to keep this depressing urn on their mantle? Neither has a mantle. And how will their wives feel to have their mother-in-law forever parked in their living room, seeing the dust or unvacuumed floors, a constant recrimination to them, though she was never a housekeeper? And perhaps my lover of 10 years will want the urn. After all, he is such a collector of cardboard boxes that his VCR or an electric fan came in. Will my ashes be fought over? Will they third me up, so that one might have the ashes of my legs with their slight varicose veins, or my head or breasts? My younger son, who kept his bottle until he was 5, probably would get my breasts. No, I see my lover with these. He always admired them. Now he can have their ashes. Buy me a pretty black bra from Victoria's Secret catalog and throw it in. Take out the bra when he yearns for me. No, the ashes on the bra would mess up his place, and he hates all dust with a passion. No, I see him taking my ashes to the relief of both my sons, and especially their wives. I see him putting my ashes in a matching urn that he selected so carefully for his cat, Kate. I see our twin urns on his mantle. My fate to be there next to this cat I was so allergic to in life. Seeing some new lover of his in a jealous fit after he tearfully tells her how much he loved me after making love to her. This new lover spitefully moving those two urns on the bedroom mantle so that he's actually talking to the cat when he remembers me, and tenderly pats her urn and calls her Laura. And this other poem I'm going to read is a short poem, and it's called Last Will and Testament to My Friends, and it comes from her book On the Edge of the Hudson. Last Will and Testament. I leave you 100 letters each to answer. Thousands of poems to send back, a handwritten letter for each. No funeral service, but if you wish, hold a poetry reading. Smudge my ashes into a poem. So Laura was a good friend, and I wish I had known her better than I did. I had the pleasure of working with her at writing retreats for years now, and running into her at events down in New Jersey, like the Dodge Poetry Festival and readings at the Patterson Poetry Center. And it's going to be very strange to not see her there anymore. I know that there will be some part of her there at each of those events. Anyway, please remember Laura. Her work lives on, and the people that she's inspired will continue her legacy for a long time after that. Thank you for taking a moment.